Now, in the leadership election for the Conservative Party, this is the one, of course, that Sunak lost to Liz Truss, they were trying to bid against each other in the TV debates for who was the hardest, who took the toughest line on China. This is what Rishi Sunak had to say at the time.
We do need to do is acknowledge that China is a threat to our national security. It's a threat to our economic security. And that's why, as Chancellor, I was pleased that we could put forward something called the National Security and Investment Bill. And that gives us the powers as a country to protect ourselves against countries like China who are trying to infiltrate our companies and steal our technology. That's what we need to do. But we also need to stand up for our values.
So there you are, Mr. Toughman. Absolutely. But today, interviewed by GB News' Darren McCaffrey, he struck a rather different tone.
Now, China represents a systemic challenge to our values and interests. It also represents the biggest state-based threat to our economic security. That's why it's right that we take the steps that are necessary to protect ourselves against that. Our approach is aligned with our closest allies, like America, like Canada, like Australia. I'm here at this summit talking to those leaders about our approach to China, and I'm confident that the way we are dealing with it is very much in accordance with how they are too.
So they've gone from being a threat to being a competitor. Interestingly, within the last 24 hours, Joe Biden's taken a much softer line with China, as indeed has Prime Minister Albanese in Australia. They do tend to act together, this lot. That may be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your point of view. But it raises questions in my mind. Is Rishi Sunak a weak leader? If you can change positions as quickly as that, what does it actually mean? What does he really believe in? What is the government's actual long-term plan and strategy? Is there one? You tell me, please. Is Rishi now proving to be a weak leader without vision and without strategy? Let me know your thoughts, Farage, at gbnews.uk.